Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land, Jake of the OneManBand is back again, and welcome to another edition of Hunger Games Simulation. This time, we got Disney villains, my friends. We got Disney villains. Okay, this is gonna be a good one. I love Disney villains. I always found that they were really cool. Well, at least most of them are cool. Anyway, so, from District 1, we have Clayton and Shere Khan. District 2, we have Captain Hook and Governor Ratcliffe. District 3, we have Shan Yu and Maleficent. From District 4, we have the Queen of Hearts and Claude Frollo. Yes, it's Frollo. From District 5, we have Gaston and Hades. From District 6, we have the Evil Queen and Jafar. From District 7, we have the Wicked Stepmother and Ursula. District 8, we have Cruella de Vil and Scar. From District 9, we have Yzma and the Horned King. From District 10, we have King Candy and Professor Ratigan. District 11, we have Mother Gothel and Prince Hans. And from District 12, we have Cernabog, the Demon from Fantasia, and Madame Medusa. Alrighty, my friends, place your bets on who you think you're gonna win. Choose your 3 champions. Mine are going to be Frollo, Hades, and Scar. I'm sorry, those 3 I really like, although I have about, 5 others that I want to choose. But I can't do that. Gotta choose 3. That's the rules. So, we gonna proceed. The bloodbath shall begin. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Prince Hans steps off his podium too soon and blows up. Oh, dang, man. It's what you get for breaking little Anna's heart. Man, he was too quick to the punch there. Poor man. Wicked Stepmother runs away from the cornucopia. Scar, Hades, Yzma, and Mother Gothel share everything they gather before running. King Candy and Captain Hook run away from... Actually, King Candy just runs away from the cornucopia. Captain Hook runs into the cornucopia and hides. Clayton, Madame Medusa, Ursula, and Cernabog share everything they gather before running. Shan Yu and Governor Ratcliffe both run away from the cornucopia. Maleficent throws a knife into Shere Khan's chest. Wow, you're just mean to tigers, aren't you, Maleficent? She's like, you're not a dragon. Die. That's probably what she was like, yeah. Professor Ratigan runs away from the cornucopia. Queen of Hearts finds a bag full of explosives. Seems that Jafar and Gaston both run away from the cornucopia. Cruella de Vil bashes the Evil Queen's head in with a mace. They just really want to kill people in the bloodbath. Wow, we haven't seen this in a while. The Horned King runs away from the cornucopia, and Claude Frollo finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Alrighty, through everything the bloodbath had to offer, my 3 tributes are still alive. I'm liking this so far. Day 1. Madame Medusa chases Scar, but he still gets away. Professor Ratigan begs for Gaston to kill him. He refuses, so Professor Ratigan remains alive. Shan Yu thinks about home, all the way back in Mongolia. We're quite a ways away from there. Maybe. I don't know. Claude Frollo bashes Clayton's head in with a rock several times. Jeez! Frollo, man, that is not the path of... What is he? I forget... Because in the book, he's a judge, right? And then in the movie, he's like a priest or something? It's been a while since I've seen The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and it's one of my favorite movies. So, I guess I have to change that, fix that at some point. But anyway, he kills Clayton with a rock. Brutality. Alrighty, Cernabog explores the area. The Horned King tries to spearfish with a trident. He could also use his head if he really wanted to. The Wicked Stepmother, the Queen of Hearts, Jafar, King Candy, and Yzma hunt for other tributes. Hades hunts for other tributes. Governor Ratcliffe is prickled by thorns while picking berries. Captain Hook and Mother Gothel split up to search for resources. Ursula sees smoke rising in the distance and decides not to investigate. Well, her kind of domain is water, so I can understand that. And Cruella de Vil chases Maleficent. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance, for Prince Hans, Shere Khan, the Evil Queen, and Clayton have all fallen in battle. You guys were all freaking awesome in your movies. Prince Hans, you were kind of a dick. Nobody really likes you. But the rest of these guys, all awesome villains. Night 1. Wicked stepmother receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor, probably one of her daughters. Governor Ratcliffe climbs a tree to rest. Hades strangles Frollo while after engaging in a fistfight. No! Don't kill each other, my tributes! Why? But is it ironic that Claude Frollo, the guy who is trying to be a man of God, is killed by the king of the underworld? Irony does exist in this world! Shao Kahn attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Ursula thinks about winning. Maleficent is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Scar lets Gaston into his shelter. Captain Hook receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Queen of Hearts repeatedly stabs Cernabog to death with sighs. The Queen of Hearts just killed a freaking demon! Wow! Can't believe that. King Candy, Yzma, and Mother Gothel discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Cruella de Vil passes out from exhaustion. Professor Ratigan and the Horned King tell stories about themselves to each other. Madame Medusa and Jafar tell stories about themselves to each other. Okay, day 2 begins. Gaston travels to higher ground so he can start hunting his enemies, because, you know, he's a hunter. The Horned King and the Wicked Stepmother split up to search for resources. Captain Hook runs away from Ursula. Makes sense, he has a pirate ship. She is Queen of the Sea. Maleficent stalks the Queen of Hearts. Madame Medusa practices her archery. Scar receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Maybe the hyenas. But would they really send food when they're always starving? I don't know. Yzma, Jafar, Cruella de Vil, and Hades hunt for their tributes. Professor Ratigan receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. King Candy is unable to convince Governor Ratcliffe to not kill him, so King Candy is dead. That's kind of sad. Mother Gothel and Shan Yu work together for the day. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Claude Frollo, Cernabog, and King Candy have all fallen in battle. I loved all you guys. I love all you guys as villains. You're all awesome. I'm just really sad now that you're all dead. So sad. Night 2. Professor Ratigan receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Cruella de Vil receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Wicked Stepmother and Maleficent huddle for warmth. Aw, so cute. Jafar receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Jeez, they're all receiving stuff from unknown sponsors. Just kill each other already, come on. You got weapons, now use them. Everybody's got hatchets now. Yzma tends to her wounds. Captain Hook climbs a tree to rest. Mother Gothel and Shan Yu sleep in shifts. Madame Medusa quietly hums. The Horned King and Hades tell stories about themselves to each other. Scar convinces the Queen of Hearts to snuggle with him. Well, if it was going to be anyone, I would think it would be Scar. He's a master manipulator with his voice. He's awesome. Ursula tries to sing herself to sleep, and Gaston receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Day 3. I couldn't roll. There it is. I could roll my R there, but I could not roll when I want to say 3. Well, I just did it there. Why? Ursula receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Shan Yu makes a slingshot. Maleficent questions her sanity. Governor Ratcliffe receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Cruella de Vil attacks Scar, but he manages to escape, so that's good. She's just all like, I want your coat, and he's all like, you're crazy, and he just ran away. Professor Ratigan collects fruit from a tree. Mother Gothel kills Jafar as he tries to run. So we have... She's a bit of a manipulator too, but she kills a sorcerer. That's actually quite impressive. Madame Medusa thinks of home. Yzma practices her archery. Hades receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. I'm sorry about that yawn. The Horned King runs away from Captain Hook. The Wicked Stepmother stalks Gaston, and the Queen of Hearts picks flowers. Probably some red roses. I would think so. Only Jafar died! Man! Come on, guys. You need to get back into your killing moods. You're villains, remember! Gaston and Hades run into each other and decide a truce for the night. Well, you're from the same district, so I can only assume that you would. They're from the same district, right? I'm pretty sure they are. Mother Gothel screams for help. Shan Yu and the Queen of Hearts huddle for warmth. Captain Hook, Maleficent, and the Wicked Stepmother discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Madame Medusa throws a knife into Professor Ratigan's head. Well, Professor Ratigan is now dead. Big help that intelligence got ya. Governor Ratcliffe thinks about home. Cruella de Vil and Scar talk about the tribute still alive. She's like, I'm sorry I wanted to steal your coat. And he's just still like, oh, darling, it's fine. Ursula tends to her wounds. Yzma passes out from exhaustion. Doesn't surprise me at all. And the Horned King receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Now use those explosives! Kill each other! Come on! Day 4. Hades practices his archery. Scar bashes the Wicked Stepmother's head in with a mace. Holy crap, how did he do that? Does he have, like, anthropomorphic hands somehow? Or did he just hold it in his mouth and just went like, BAP! I'm gonna bash your head, BAP! Either way, she's dead and Scar's still alive. That's the good part. Cruella de Vil tends to the Queen of Hearts' wounds. Mother Gothel sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Madame Medusa discovers a cave. Yzma stabs the Horn King with a tree branch. Brutality! Holy crap, the two skeletal characters are fighting and one of them kills the other. Crazy, crazy. Ursula searches for firewood. Maleficent scares Captain Hook off. Shan Yu travels to higher ground. Gaston makes a slingshot. It's not his blunderbuss, but it'll have to do. And Governor Ratcliffe fishes. I thought Governor Ratcliffe died. I don't know, maybe I read something wrong. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Professor Ratigan, the Wicked Stepmother, and the Horned King have all fallen in battle. All you guys were really creepy. Especially you, Wicked Stepmother. Nobody really likes you. Night 4. Hades convinces Cruella de Vil not to kill him, only to kill her instead. That's right, Hades, yeah. You see, I chose people who kind of have the silver tongue. You see, because that's what makes a good villain, I think. And you see, that's what he did. He was able to convince her not to kill him, just to stab her in the back. That's what villains do, baby. Alrighty, Mother Gothel thinks about home. Ursula tries to sing herself to sleep. Those poor unfortunate souls, so sad, so cruel. I don't know the rest of that song. Gaston receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor, probably from one of those 3 floozies in the movie. Scar tends to his wounds. Yzma attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Madame Medusa is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Governor Ratcliffe cries himself to sleep. I have no gold. He's just crying all the time. Shan Yu questions his sanity. Queen of Hearts starts a fire. Captain Hook looks at the night sky, and Maleficent loses sight of where she is. Where am I? Where do I go? I don't even know anymore. Day 5. Hades explores the area. Gaston kills Scar for a supply. No, don't kill Scar. Why? I guess it makes sense. The hunter kills the animal. I get it. I get it. It's ironic. It's good. But I'm still sad because Scar was one of my boys. Hades, you have to win this now. Queen of Hearts, Governor Ratcliffe, and Ursula get into a fight. Governor Ratcliffe triumphantly kills them both. You killed a psychotic queen and a sea witch? You? Fatty McFat? I guess we shouldn't underestimate fat people. Especially fat villains. Holy crap. Mother Gothel taints Shan Yu's food, killing him. Wow. You take a defenseless nomad and you taint his food and kill him? Mother Gothel, you are a crazy bitch. Yzma goes hunting. Captain Hook discovers a river. Maleficent dies of dysentery. Terrible way to go. Terrible way to go. She didn't even get to turn into a dragon or anything. And Madame Medusa receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. How many hatchets are there on this battlefield now? 10? 15? 1,000? I don't know. It's always hatchets. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Cruella de Vil, Scar, the Queen of Hearts, Ursula, Shan Yu, and Maleficent have all fallen in battle. All awesome villains from their respectable movies. Oh, I love them so much, especially Scar. He's so awesome. Governor Ratcliffe, Hades, Captain Hook, and Madame Medusa form a suicide pact, killing themselves. No! Hades! Why, Hades? You're the king of the underworld. You're not supposed to kill yourself. Why? Dang. Well, I guess that leaves Yzma, Mother Gothel, and Gaston left. And of all of them, I would have to root for Yzma because she's from The Emperor's New Groove. That's one of my favorite Disney movies. So my follow-up rooting is for Yzma. Yzma tends to her wounds. Mother Gothel defeats Gaston in a fight, but spares his life. For some reason? I don't know. I would have just killed him. The feast! The feast! We're going to the feast! Let's go to the feast! The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes' families. Yzma takes a staff leaning against the cornucopia. Okay. Gaston and Mother Gothel decide not to go to the feast. Smart, smart. That way Yzma can take everything. I'm fine with this. Day 6. Yzma explores the area, Gaston thinks about home, and Mother Gothel tries to sleep through the entire day. Lazy bones like she is. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Governor Ratcliffe, Hades, Captain Hook, and Madame Medusa have all fallen in battle. Not really, they all killed themselves in a suicide pact. I don't understand why. Why would you do this? Why? Guess it doesn't matter because they're dead now. Let's see who's going to win. Alrighty. Night 6. Yzma tries to treat her infection. Please don't die on me, Yzma. Gaston receives medical supplies. You need to steal his medical supplies. Mother Gothel receives clean water. You gotta steal her clean water. You gotta kill them both to survive, Yzma. Come on, you gotta do it. Alrighty. Let's see. Mother Gothel catches Yzma off her guard and kills her. Dang it, no! Why? Yzma trying to treat that infection and you should have been paying attention. And Gaston falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Freaking him and the falling and the dying from the falling. Gaston, you are not good with heights. Which means Yzma and Gaston have both died, which leaves Mother Gothel from District 11 is the winner of this Hunger Games. The villain from Tangled. A lot of people's favorite Disney movie. Won. I can see that. Okay, is it hilarious that there's kind of the feud between Tangled and Frozen? Isn't it hilarious that the villain from Tangled won, while the villain from Frozen was the first to die? Now, is that ironic in some ironically twisted way? Maybe it is. I do not know. All I know is that this was a amazing one to just watch, go through. I really liked it. Dang, man. I thought I was going to win there for a second. But, hey, if one of your tributes won, good freaking job for you. You chose well. And I'm going to have to end the video here. So, be sure to like and favorite if you've enjoyed. Subscribe, of course, if you feel inclined to. If you have any ideas for future Hunger Games sims, or if you do have a sim already made up, put the code down below in the comments, and I may get to it, because you never know when I might find something that I'm really looking for. And I want you to be a good person, tip your white juices, keep moving forward, and I'll see you guys next time I'm out there in YouTube land. I'll see you then, and hang tough, everybody. Yeah!